Hello everyone, my name is Shahhista Sayyed, your Power BI trainer from Netcom Learning. And in today's session, we are going to create a beautiful interactive Power BI dashboard in just 10 minutes. So whether you are a beginner or already working with Power BI, by the end of this session, you will know exactly how to connect to your data and build visuals and design a clean dashboard that makes your insights shine. So for that, let's start with this. For that, let me just quickly share my screen and let me show you where is my data. So this is my data on which I am going to build my dashboards and my reports using this data. So let me just take you to this data. And if you see here inside my this data set, I have somewhere around 21 rows and I have somewhere around 994 columns. Now, when we talk about these data, I have different types of dimensional columns in the data. Like I have the data type of date, I have some category wise columns, and then I have some numerical columns like my sales, my quantity, my discount, and my profit. Now, the next thing what I am going to do is I am going to get this specific data inside my Power BI desktop application. So this is my Power BI desktop application. And here I have these few options by which I can get started working on my data. So for this, I'm going to select this option using a blank report. Once I open the pane, I have this option of report view. In this option, I have the option to get data and I can connect to varieties of data source to get data from all of these different types of data sources in Power BI. So there are somewhere around 150 plus connectors from where you can get data into your Power BI application. But for me, it is sitting inside my Excel workbook. So I select this Excel workbook option. I go to the place where my data is there and I go and open the data and connect the data inside my Power BI desktop application. Once I do that, I will be navigated to this navigator's pane. And once I select the data, I would be able to see the preview of my data. So the numbers of rows and columns, I can see the preview of my data from this navigator's pane. Now the next option, I am going to go and load my data into my Power BI desktop application. Once my data is loaded, my data will be visible on the right-hand side in this data pane. Now, how can we start creating the report? So the very first thing, of course, I am going to go and add a text box to my report that will help me to provide a title to my report. So let me just adjust the text box. I can just increase the size of my font and make it little in the center. So let me just rename this report as Supermarket Sales Overview Dashboard. Now, the next thing, what else I can do is definitely I can go and change the theme of my report. From the option here in the view, I have the option of selecting a theme that will help me to make my report more attractive. Now, the next thing, I will start adding charts to my report. And where is the option? So either definitely I have this option in the visuals. I can select the visuals from here and drag and drop the different dimensions and measures to this visual. But let me show you a quick shortcut that will help you to create your dashboards within few minutes. And that shortcut is Control plus slash. Once you click this control plus slash, it will help you to open this kind of a Q&A visual where you just mention what exactly you are looking from the visual. So for example, if I want to see city-wise sales and I want to see it in the column chart, so I just mention as column and it will provide me the visuals the way I have requested. So if you see, this is the visual I am getting, city-wise sales in the column chart format. Now, to make my Q&A visual into a normal visual, there is the option here, turn this Q&A results into a standard visual. And once I click on this, my Q&A visual will be turned into a standard visual. Let me just adjust it properly. And now let's create few more visuals around this report. So let me just again press Control slash, and again this visual will be open, my Q&A visual. Now let me put it here something like subcategory wise. I want to see the subcategory sales into a funnel chart. So let me just mention subcategory sales funnel. And if you see, this is the way I am getting a funnel chart. And I can see from this funnel chart, phone is the subcategory that is having the highest numbers of sales or highest sum of sales. Let me just adjust it here. And let's bring some more visuals inside my report. So let's press again Control slash. And this time, let's take the region-wise sales. And I want to see this in a pie chart. And this is something I got here, a region-wise sales in the pie chart. Let me just keep it here. Now let's get some more charts. Like I will get let's take customer name with my sales in a table. So I want customer-wise sales in the table. And this is something I have. Let me adjust it in a proper way. Let us put this here. Let's convert it into a standard chart. And let's scroll it down. So this is something we have when we talk about our table chart as per the customers and the sales of the product that we have with regards to a particular customer. Now, let me take some more visuals here into consideration. So I want to take few of the measures or a simple card chart. So for that, what I can do simply, I can just drag and drop the visuals or the measures directly on the dashboard and convert it into a card. And this will help me to get some key performing indicators inside my report. So let's adjust it here. Let's also get some more key performing indicators. Let's get the quantity as well as the profit and adjust them as per the requirement. Let me take the last one, the profit. Okay, so by this way, I have created a simple dashboard. Let's do one more thing. Let's add a chart here that will help us to occupy this specific space here. So for that, let me do one thing. Let me select this, adjust it, and let me put one more chart where I can use my category-wise sales in the bar chart. And let's convert it. And so if we see, we have these major three categories, that is technology, furniture, and office supply. And let's adjust this. And if you see, within few minutes, I was able to create such kind of a sales overview dashboard, which is again interactive. So if you see, I can interact with the charts inside my dashboard. So if I want to see just the phone sales, I can do it from here. So this is the way we can create dashboards, and we can publish these dashboards into our Power BI service application, where these dashboards can be seen by our stakeholders. So thank you so much for giving your time for this video. See you on the next video in some next time. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.